Chicago Bears fans, this is an urgent call to all of you. The frustration is palpable after that crushing defeat against the Cardinals, and now the cries for the coach's head are getting louder. Both the defense and offense have left fans feeling disappointed, and rumors of imminent changes are swirling everywhere. What's going to happen with the team's direction? Stick around to find out. And as we weather this storm, you heard that right. Our quarterback had a bit of a scare in the last game, but it looks like he came out unscathed. But what does that mean for the team's future? The decisions made here could change the course of the season. So keep your eyes peeled, because what's coming next could be a game changer. And now, a shocking update. One of our running backs has been given the green light to seek a trade. What does this mean for the team and his future? Speculation is in the air, and several teams are showing interest. The truth is, this move could completely shift the dynamics on the field. So, Bears fans, are you ready for what could be a major shakeup? Stay tuned to catch all the upcoming news. And make sure to subscribe, because together we're going to experience every moment of this season. Wow! The Chicago Bears have fallen into a dark spiral after that crushing loss to the Arizona Cardinals, and there's no other way to say it. Where's the heart of this team? Now I ask you, what else needs to happen for the fans, who are the true driving force behind this team, to rise up and demand changes? It's time to speak candidly about the current situation of the Bears, so get ready, because things are about to heat up. Sunday's game was an absolute disaster. With a score of 29-9, the Bears' defense left a lot to be desired, and the offense just couldn't find its rhythm. Can we really accept that they only scored 3 field goals in the first half? With morale already shattered after a gut-wrenching loss to the Washington Commanders, this team stepped onto the field like a boxer on the canvas, and the Cardinals wasted no time in taking advantage. As fans, we have to ask, where were the adjustments that were promised during the week? Because, honestly, that was nowhere to be seen on the field. Eberflus and Waldron were very clear during the week. Their focus was on the Cardinals. But was that enough? The answer is a resounding no. The defense crumbled in critical moments, allowing a 53-yard touchdown just before halftime. What kind of message does that send to the team and the fans? It's absolutely unacceptable, and the fans have begun to make that clear. They're calling for Eberflus's job, and I get it. One fan tweeted, "Eberflus lost the team last week. It's time for a fresh start." Is this the leadership we want for the future? Now, let's pause here. Is it time for the franchise to consider a radical change? When fans are calling for the coach's head, it's a sign that something is seriously wrong. One of the most striking messages I saw said that if Eberflus and Waldron aren't fired, I'm ready to stop watching football. That's serious. The power of the fans cannot be underestimated, and when they feel this way, the team's leadership should take note. At this point, the Bears are sitting at 4-4 and have to face the New England Patriots next week. Can they bounce back and prove they can compete at a high level? Or will we continue to see a team struggling to find its identity? The pressure is on Eberflus, and while he claims to have the team's confidence, one wonders, is that enough? Looking ahead, fans need to have their voices heard. Now, let me say this, if there's no change in leadership or at least in strategy, can we really expect a different outcome this season? And so, before we close this chapter, I want to know your thoughts. Should the Bears fire Eberflus now or wait until the end of the season? Leave your comments below. I want to hear what you think. And remember, we should always keep supporting our team, but it's also time to be honest about what we need to get back on the path to victory. Let's get straight to the point, Chicago Bears fans. Today I've got news that left us all on edge. Caleb Williams tweaked his ankle. And yes, you heard that right, but before you start panicking, I'm here to tell you that he seems to be okay. Now, I ask you, is this the kind of news you want to hear after a tough 29-9 loss to the Cardinals? The truth is, the team's performance left a lot to be desired, but fortunately, it looks like we dodged a bullet with Williams. But why was he still on the field during those final moments when the game was already out of reach? Coach Matt Eberflus gave us an answer, but is it enough? He said he was just getting working on timing. Wouldn't it have been smarter to preserve our star quarterback, especially considering how crucial he is for the team's future? I think so. In this league, every play counts, and every player is vital, especially someone with Caleb's talent. Let's talk about what this means for the team. Williams, who was the first overall pick in the draft, is destined to be the leader who takes us to glory. but his health is paramount. Is it really worth risking a player of his caliber in a game that was already lost? I'm telling you this, if the Bears want a bright future, they need to learn to handle these situations with more care. The good news is that Caleb is feeling optimistic. In his post-game conference, he confirmed that he feels fine, but should the team be more cautious? Coach Eberflus is convinced that Williams will be alright, but at the end of the day, how much of that confidence is based on reality and how much is just a desire to maintain a positive image in front of the press and fans? Let me give you a little advice. In this league, the future of your franchise often rests on the shoulders of your quarterback. The Bears need to ensure that Williams is 100% healthy because with him at the helm, we have a chance to build something special. But given our recent history of injuries in key positions, shouldn't we be more proactive? So, what do you think, Bears Nation? Do you believe Eberflus made the right call by keeping Williams on the field? Or do you think we should have protected him at all costs, even if that meant losing some playing time? I want to hear from you in the comments. Incredible things are happening with Khalil Herbert. According to recent reports, the Chicago Bears have given Herbert and his agent the green light to seek a trade before the 2024 NFL deadline. So, what does this mean for the Bears and for Herbert? Now I ask you, are we ready to see a talent like Khalil in another uniform? I believe this decision has been a long time coming. We had our suspicions that Herbert was looking for a new destination, whether by his own choice or due to pressure from the front office. And now here we are. It seems both sides agree it's time to explore new opportunities. But is this really what we want? Khalil has been a cornerstone of our offense for 3 seasons, and I'll tell you this, his potential is simply undeniable. At the moment, there are no concrete offers on the table, but teams like the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers are watching closely. The Cowboys have been struggling with their offense this year, and with Jerry Jones making it clear they won't spend big on acquisitions, Herbert could be an accessible and crucial option for their running game. But will that be enough for a team with backfield issues? That's the big question. Now, let's talk about the Steelers. Can you imagine Khalil reuniting with Justin Fields in Pittsburgh? That could be an explosive combination, especially with Najee Harris already dealing with a heavy load. I'm telling you, that duo could give the Steelers offense a fresh boost. And what about the Kansas City Chiefs? With Isaiah Pacheco sidelined and Kareem Hunt on a downward spiral, Herbert could be the answer they're looking for. So, what does this mean for Khalil Herbert and the Bears? There's no doubt he wants to play, and he's proven his worth since arriving in 2021. However, the reality is that Chicago hasn't given him the time on the field he deserves. Are we really willing to lose a player who has run with such strength and determination? I don't think so. I don't want to see Khalil go, but at the same time, if he does leave, I want him to succeed wherever he lands. He has the talent to shine, as long as he can stay healthy and avoid mistakes. So, I ask you, Bears fans, what do you think about this possible departure? Are we ready to let go of a player like Khalil Herbert? Leave your comments, and let's make some noise together. And so, before we wrap up this chapter, I want to hear your thoughts. Should the Bears fire Eberflus now or wait until the end of the season? This decision could change the course of the team, and your voice matters. Drop your comments below. So, what do you think, Bears Nation? Do you believe Eberflus made the right call by leaving Williams on the field? Or should we have protected him at all costs, even if it meant losing a bit of game time? I'm reading your comments, and remember, the conversation doesn't end here. I don't want to see Khalil go, but at the same time, if he does, I want him to thrive wherever he lands. Are we really ready to let a player like Khalil Herbert slip away? Let's make some noise together and share your perspective. If you're as passionate about the future of the Bears as we are, I invite you to join this community that feels like family. Subscribe to the channel and join the conversation. Together, we'll be the voice of the Chicago Bears. And remember, let's go Bears!